my friends. Welcome to Proactive is the Way. It's Tiffany and I wrapping up our final episode of the season, the Glow Up Era. Today, we are going to connect to chat about our overall year and provide some highlights from Dominique Sachse's book, Life Makeover. Embrace the bold, beautiful, and blessed you. Dominic brings to us an interesting concept. One, I will say, challenged my thought process as it relates to self improvement and how to manage it most effectively for optimal success. You see, I am a believer that it's always best to focus on self improvement internally. And of course, as an extension of these efforts, you will naturally start to work on the external parts of you. But Dominic, she believes that one should approach working on the external, and that will help you to ignite the fuel within for you to improve on the inside. We'll chat about this and the key book overall. Hey, Tiffany, how are you?
Hey, Toya, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I can't complain. How's your holidays going or have been treating you? Because I haven't seen you for Thanksgiving and we did not get to see you for Christmas.
I know. I just been working and trying to catch up. And I told you how I got a different strategy for capital building, and yeah, I mean I wasn't really like celebrating anyway. So
Oh, okay. Okay. Except you did cook,
I
right?
did.
You
hmm
did. You cooked for Thanksgiving
I
though,
cooked for
right?
Thanksgiving. I cooked some macaroni and cheese for I just mac and cheese was good enough for me.
For Christmas, you just ate macaroni and cheese.
Yep.
Oh, you know what? I can't even talk. We had fajitas.
For Christmas?
Yes, I was like, I am not cooking. And we had all these because I have themed meals during the week. So we
Right.
had all of this I make what do you call it? The taco salads.
Oh,
And
was
we
it good?
had
I bet it was.
yeah, I love it. We have it every Tuesday. But anyways, I made some of that and I was like, oh, this is what we about to eat. We're gonna eat this for Thanksgiving. And I told you Ma, she cooked, but I was like, I'm not eating that because we don't do the swine, we don't do the pork. But
It's good,
yeah,
huh?
girl, I cannot. I don't know how y'all do that. I was like the salt alone. Good Lord. You know, it's too much salt in it. Anyways, and it was like the pre-cooked kind. I don't get it. Pork, it don't ever come uncooked. Like, why is it always pre-cooked?
Pork?
Yeah, like it comes in like a bag, and it's anytime you buy the big kind at the store, it looks like it's pre-cooked, like it's been pre-smoked or something. No,
Mm,
no, you don't know what I'm talking about. Okay,
mm-mm.
well, I don't know. I don't eat it, so I was like, I prefer to be seasoning my own food and cooking my own food. But anyways, yeah. So we had fajitas, and that was about it. We really didn't do anything. We opened gifts. This year we did the
What did
well,
the kids
actually
get?
we do it. We do it every year. Um, the Secret Santa, which is very difficult, right, to do that with four people, right? Because we always go to the store, and what ends up generally we all supposed to be breaking up and not going with each other. Like everybody just runs around on their own in the store. But this year they wanted to go to Walmart. You know, previous years we used to always go to Target. But they were like, no, we're not going to Target. I was like, why? We're not doing Target. I was like, okay. They were like, we're going to Walmart. I said, okay. I was like, well, Walmart is really, really big, because Walmart got the big grocery store and all of that. So when we got in,
Lady.
May and Aja takes off together. Well, I was like, well, I guess we know who got who. Like, why y'all taking off together? You know what I mean? Like, I was like, that's so obvious. I was like, as I said, Mohammed, just stay with me.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, so they got all their gifts, and they get to write on a card. They write on the card what they want. So they get the items that they ask for. And my kids are not very, I'm not that type to shop a lot. So it's not nothing anything like name brand or things of that nature. As long as they have they computer, they good, right?
Right.
But anyway, so they got what they wanted on their list, and they got a Muhammad got his laptop. He asked for a laptop.
Oh, what kind of
And
laptop did you get him?
yeah, I didn't get him that, girl. I wasn't buying him that. I was like, you are not getting a laptop, not from me.
Who got it?
Um,
Mommy.
Mommy got it, yeah. And
What's she
what
getting?
do you think? A Lenovo, a Lenovo gaming computer. Yeah, because he really wants to do gaming. Okay. Nothing's coming out your mouth.
Nah,
Um,
playing.
and she got May because they already had a virtual. What are those things? Virtual.
Oh,
One of those
the
virtual.
gaming?
Yeah, you know how you said you exercise with yours. Don't you have one?
Oh, I got one. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh, you guys should play together. Can't you guys like all connect and
Which one she got? The
I think
Meta?
it's a newer model because
She
it's
got the
not don't
Meta?
look like I don't know. I didn't even look at it. I was like, oh, that's really nice. May you go put that over there. I need you to finish your work before you get to play with that. It
What
made
you
her,
won't be doing is playing in this house.
yeah. I said, you better go ahead and get your schoolwork done. But anyways, so it was nice. We did the opening of the gifts. I made them breakfast, and
Aw,
then we ate fajitas for dinner because we
guys
woke
are
up
such a
really late.
guys are such a good family.
Ah, thank you. Yeah, we stayed up. So, we laid out the Christmas cookies for Santa.
You should have
Well,
did Elf on the Shelf.
we have Snoop on a stoop. We do
Uh-uh.
Snoop on a stoop.
That's something y'all made up.
No, we went to Books a Million,
Uh-huh.
and at Books a Million they had Snoop on a stoop. So last year we did Snoop on a stoop, and we put him like around the house, and we would put little messages so we could find, where he was. So we would have to walk around the house, and we had these little messages on little note cards. We would have to find the note card to be able to find Snoop on the stoop.
Mhm.
And so, but this year we didn't do that. We didn't get all into that. We just did the Secret Santa, which we do every year. And then we did a cook off this year. I don't know if you saw online,
Oh,
but
who
we
made the
were
better
doing it.
who made the better pizza?
Who won? I ain't telling you yet. I gotta do it on Tuesday. I'm gonna do the big announcement on Tuesday. So you gotta tune in for your Tasty Tuesday to see who won. But it was really that was fun. All I can tell you is I know I didn't win. Because I
Why
don't
you
put
didn't
sugar.
win?
I don't put sugar in nothing. So they're like, it's it's dry. Oh, but anyways, it was good, but I don't put a lot of sugar in my cookies. But May, Mo, and Aja, they all did very, very well.
Oh,
And
good.
so there was one clear winner out of everybody. Although Mo, yeah, there was one clear winner. Um, but anywho, yeah, so holidays are good. We're about to get ready for New Year's. Very, very excited for that. Are you up for New Year's? Doing anything special?
I'll be home.
Oh, you be home? You don't have to work?
I do, but I ain't going.
You know, you're not going. Why? Oh, that's cool. That's
And
cool.
it's my birthday. The
Oh,
hell?
I know. Don't you have to go? Didn't you go to Mexico last year? Was it Mexico for your birthday? You didn't go
I didn't
anywhere
go
last year.
nowhere.
Oh, dang, my bad.
Let me
Oh,
think. Where did I go last year?
I could have sworn you went like to. California, Southern
Yeah,
California,
not last
Palm
year.
Springs.
Making me
Oh,
forget. No, we went to Palm Springs and where did we go? Where did I go? Hold on. 12/31, 2024. Looked like I was on somebody's job.
oh, it's like I was working. Okay.
I was actually.
Oh, wow,
Yeah.
girl.
20 December 31st, 2024. I was
So
at
you
Downey Kaiser.
were you? Wow. See, here we go. This is why this book right here, hopefully you learned something. I know you wasn't too fond of it, but
At all.
hopefully, no. So Tiffany didn't like the book, you guys.
Mm-mm.
I was telling her earlier that, there was some pieces to the book that resonated with me that I really liked. Was it a book where, you had a lot of aha moments? No, I think there was though a lot of good benefits in terms of just things, points of reflection within the book that just areas where, if you hadn't thought about it, she gave some good advice and good strategies around. And so we'll talk a little bit about that. But yeah, so I guess we've already answered the first question. What was your thought about the book? And yeah, Tiffany said she wasn't so fond about it. But you did say you liked some pieces of it, right?
I gave you the four pieces I liked, and that was it.
Well, what was it? You
It
didn't
was
give the
all
audience.
it was all I needed to hear. And I said that's it for me.
That was it for you. So what were those pieces that you felt like you
You
enjoyed?
deserve more and you can have it. I
Okay.
am my most valuable investment, which was a concept repeated throughout the
Right.
entire
Right.
book. Fight fear with faith
Okay.
and know when it's appropriate to move on.
Yes.
So we're going into this year of the horse. I really like
Okay.
astrology. I like quantum physics. I like
Uh-huh.
using or metaphysics. That's metaphysics, isn't it?
Metaphysics?
Astrology. What is astrology? Is it metaphysical or is it I know
I don't know if it has anything to do with. I don't know. I don't know. What you talking about? What branch of science?
yeah,
Is that what you mean?
yeah.
Isn't astrology its own science?
But it closely intertwines, I think, with physics.
Oh, well, I don't
Oh,
know if it's
astrology is not physics or a modern science. It's a pseudoscience, a belief system claiming
pseudo.
celestial
Okay.
positions influence human lives, while astronomy is the actual science using physics, gravity,
Okay.
light to study space.
Okay.
So anyway,
Mm-hmm.
but the year of the horse
Yes.
is a year of abundance and a year of prosperity and all of those
Mm-hmm.
beautiful, great things that we aspire to be.
Mm-hmm. So now that we've shed our skin, right? Now that
But I
we've,
don't think I
because,
shed mine because I keep going back and forth with a situation that I know I should have been rid of because the person just treated me poorly. Like they didn't
mm-hmm.
really like me.
Right.
Um, and basically drag me when they could have just simply left me alone. Like, why even fuck with me? I don't get it. I do not understand why people fuck with me, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And but you're not shedding if you keep going back and forth. And so I think
Mm-hmm.
I did that back and forth for too long. And
Mm-hmm.
so I'm still a snake in its own skin. Not a
Oh,
snake, not a snake. Maybe I'm still a caterpillar in the cocoon.
caterpillar stuck in a cocoon, trying to get out, trying to spread the wings, right? Yeah.
Well, and it has zero to do with like spreading any type of wing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it has more to do with just like closure. Like whenever I'm like finished with the situation or whatever, like I just need closure of why I need like a huddle. You know, like
Mm,
at the hospital, how when we have when we're going to go get report from another nurse or whatever, before we
hmm.
go and get report, we actually all do a huddle
Okay.
and everybody gets to. So like I need a huddle in my life. Like I've been.
But huddle means you're bringing some folks on board. So do you feel like you need, because right, a huddle is when you all
Yeah, I
come
think in
together.
2026 I might get a therapist, but I can't
Oh,
even afford my
really?
insurance.
Okay.
I can't
Okay.
even afford my insurance. I don't know. That's what I want to do. But
Hmm.
then again, I also don't think anybody is going to tell me anything that's going to make me change anything.
Well, it's not to tell you either. It's well, a good therapist will help you to come to the conclusion on your own, right? I mean, their job is to educate you so
Yeah,
that you
well,
come
you
to
know, it's
the,
stupid when I listen to Taryn say she goes to a therapist and that they see my text messages and they agree with me. Yeah,
they
you got
see
some
her what?
badass her text messages because you know we go back and forth in text messages and
Okay.
she wants to convince herself that I'm this horrible human being because I don't kiss her ass. But you
Mm-hmm.
should be thankful that I don't kiss your ass. Um,
Mm-hmm.
because there's no bias. There's no there's
I'm an equal opportunist. Taryn, that is so true. That is so true. You what do they call it? Straight shooter. You shoot from the hip. There is no sugar coating, no, you know, and some people have the ability to understand where you're coming from, right? I mean,
yeah,
people
people
who
that want to
understand.
improve.
Right. So this is what it's funny you said that because last night I was talking to Mohammed and we were having a conversation about because he was like, so when can I use my laptop? I said, so let's talk about this, Mohammed. And so we went through this whole series of having a conversation. And in the end, I said, are you disappointed with what I had to share with you about your behavior and how I need you to be more accountable, etc.? I said, do
Mm,
you feel that I don't love you? And, he was just like, he kept shrugging his shoulders like this. I said, let me tell you something about love, baby. I said, the moment I stop talking to you is the moment you know that I don't care about you. It's time to let you go, right? It's time to move on. It's time for you to find better, for me to find better. It's time for us to release because if I continue to speak and I know you continue to do the same thing over and over, now I'm enabling your behavior because I'm
right,
showing I'm present, that I'm caring. I got to release. I said, so you're lucky right now you're going through growth, right? You're not even a teenager yet, right? He's a preteen. And you're growing. There's going to be a lot of these conversations. I
right,
said, but the moment you keep doing what you're doing and you don't show change, there's going to be a moment where I draw back and I say, I no longer can help you. Now you have to help yourself. And I'm going to
right,
stop talking and I'm going to let you just go forward. And you're going to have to make the mistakes that you make within your life. And am I going to be there for you? Yeah, I'll be there for support, for guidance, but I am not going to be enabling you.
right.
Yeah. So, it's I get where you're coming from. Um, the thing is Taryn, of course, lives with you,
Mm-hmm.
right? So she's in the same house with you. So it makes it a little bit difficult,
Speaking
right?
of which, did Aja go back on campus this year or no?
Oh no. Mm-mm. She's like, no, I'm staying here with you. I was like,
Why?
sweet.
Why she didn't want to go back? Cause she ain't like standing there by herself.
No, she didn't like it. She said she didn't like it.
Oh, okay. That's
Hmm.
fine.
Yeah. But it's a lot of passive aggressive behavior. I was like, girl, that's Ohio for you. I was like, you don't know if if they really like you or if they just dealing with you.
Who the
Uh,
gringos?
huh?
The gringos,
What's the gringo? Girl,
the
I don't know
white.
that. Is that what did you call
The Mexicans call them gringos.
them? Oh Lord, gringos. I don't. Why do they call them that?
That's the Mexican word for white.
Oh,
Spanish.
is it? Oh, okay. Is it like a derogatory?
I don't think so. Hold on. Oh, I hope it ain't because I be straight up calling people.
Do you? But now, see, now we gotta go check AI. See, is it a derogatory? My bad, my bad. But anyway, so yeah, so to go back, but you were sharing earlier about the whole,
Oh, it just generally means foreigner.
oh, it just means
Spanish
foreigner.
Portuguese term generally means foreigner, but its specific target varies most commonly a white American or English speaker.
Ah, okay, okay,
Okay,
perfect.
but go ahead and what?
No, I was just going back to, the pieces of the book that you said that, you really valued.
I
Um,
highlighted and
and
that was it.
say that again.
I highlighted and that was it.
Yeah, the ones that you highlighted and about how um, you felt like this is the year of the horse, and how you're supposed to be stepping out into abundance, and because things are you're destined to live an abundant life, right?
Mhm.
And why should you not be stepping into that space? And that really resonated with you, with those things in which you shared.
Right.
And so, yeah, so some of the areas you highlighted, some of the areas that you really that really resonated with you, and there was a couple that resonated with me, and I actually talked about them within the within my meditative Monday. She talked about image, and how image matters. That was one of the things in which that really resonated with me. There
Remember
were
how Daddy used to say that to us, but mommy wouldn't go along with it. She'd be like, come as you are. When people used to say that about going to church.
oh because that is what they say. They say don't let your image hinder you from having a relationship with God, and being, because they believe wherever there's two, right? Like don't worship alone, is what church is, right? So they don't want people to stop coming or being a part of the church community just because of the way that you look. I remember when I used to go to Fairhaven, there was always this woman in the front, and she looked really, really different, like she didn't belong. And I loved that she was right there in the front, because I was like, oh, she's really showing, that you can come as anything, as you are, and truly enjoy. Because she was, not only did she look different, dress different, she was very performative. Um,
Provocative.
performative. Like she was, like you could just, she was performative. What do you call that? I don't want to say performative, but
Entertainer.
well, I was entertained. I don't, I don't think that was her purpose, right? I think she was just really feeling the music and enjoying the experience. But yeah, come and come as you are. But yes, but you're right, right? But that it was so that's interesting because Dominic talks a lot about how maybe it's best that we focus from the outside in versus the inside out. And her thought process around that was she felt that these small external shifts, these small external shifts are what can help you to start focusing on your inside, right? So working on your habits and helping you to improve internally, but sometimes you need that external, and it's easier.
Mhm.
That was her thing. It's easier to work on and focus on your external beauty, because your internal beauty requires you to build processes, to build systems. It's going to take time, right? That's what she was saying.
Right.
And I got that. I was like, yeah, I said, um, I still am though on working on the inside out, because even when you start to work on your beauty, or even before then, just really when we talk about image in general, when you talk about image, do you just think image from the perspective of appearance? Or is image something a little bit more,
It's
right?
definitely more.
Yeah, so I don't see image from as just your appearance, right? When we talk about image, we're talking a lot about not only appearance, but your habits, your behavior, right? The energy that you bring, how you speak, your character, right? And so, I mean, I think what would have been helpful is if she specified what within an image would
Uh,
help you to bring about a transformative experience. And from her perspective, because she's a journalist, right?
uh,
She's in that world of newscaster, entertainment, etc.
right.
Of course, she'd probably see it like that, because you're not getting no job in that environment if you come in looking a hot mess. I remember growing up, there used to be this Indian woman. She was our traffic reporter, and I was like, I was a kid at the time, not a kid, but I think I was in like either high school going into college. But she used to come and do the traffic and the weather, and her blouse, she would wear these blouses. Tiffany, she never ironed them. And I was like, she ain't gonna last long. I don't remember what her name was. I just knew
On a
she wasn't
job
gonna.
though.
She was on TV. Like, I'm watching her on WHIO TV, and I was like, she's not gonna last long. And so I understood it, because when I was reading it, I was like that. I reflected back to that moment when that Indian woman was on TV, and she was looking disheveled. And I was like, so I think it also, what plays into her starting there is the fact that she's in that environment, right? She's in the new, you have to be on, and your image is what people see first.
Mhm.
And if you think about it, right, from an image perspective, it's about appearance. I think that's what she should have focused on. She should have said your appearance really plays a big part of your image.
Right.
And it's what people see first. And that was another issue that got me too, because now we're going back to who cares, come as you are, right? To that whole notion about the church. I just think it really, what's important is that I think there are different environments where appearance is an absolute critical um, for you to find success, for you to start to make those changes, right? So, for example, I work remotely, right? Some folks would say, Toya, get up every morning, put on, like you're going to work. I have never, not one time, done that, unless I have a meeting. So if I have a meeting and I have to show my face, etc. But for the most part, because I'm in here, I won't say I'm multitasking, but I'm in here, and sometimes I do my workouts. I pick up some weights and I'm working out and I'm sweating and stuff like that. So I was like, I'm working on I have the treadmill going. But so I think the environment also plays into why, when we talk about focusing on your image, appearance really matters, and possibly starting there, right? And so I shared that in my Meditative Monday, that, it's really helpful. Yeah, if you do start on your image, that you do focus on your appearance, but keep in mind that image is just more than appearance, right? You
Right.
really are diving into a lot of areas that really will help you not only externally, but internally as well. It's really the full picture of who you are, right? Um, and so the other bit within her book, so, she had all these different chapters. She talked about, and really, I will tell you, in her introduction,
Uh-huh.
that was like where all the meat and potatoes were. And honestly, I was like, oh, this must be like her because it is an introduction, right? She was giving us a preface of what we were going to experience all throughout. But
Hmm.
in her introduction, I was like, man, you could just read the introduction, and you know how they say your the executive summary or the conclusion, the summary of her entire book was really in that introduction. So, she talked about what you shared, you really like. I am my most valuable investment.
Hmm.
Remember when Daddy used to talk about that?
Hmm.
How he was like, girl, and he was actually a strong proponent of that whole
Image.
notion. Yeah, because he always talked about don't be walking around with your hair looking like a whole hot mess, Tiffany. Don't be walking around with your hair looking like a whole hot mess. And then y'all, Tiffany taking us back, girl. What was that? What year was that? The
The
80s?
fan.
The fan,
Circa circa 85.
circa 85. Tiffany, she is so funny. But he used to talk about the hair and had us sitting in seal shop. Girl, from I shouldn't say he had us sitting up in there. Mommy had us
Mommy.
sitting up in seal shop from the break of dawn until 10 p.m. It was the worst, which is why I hate going to get my hair done today. Just the FYI. My mom ruined me, you guys. And so I really hated the whole idea of going to the hairdresser, getting my hair done, because of that experience. And Daddy was really big about image, appearance, really
Appear.
is what he
Yeah.
was he was big about. And I really appreciated the fact that even within himself he would show us that you always dress well, you always, you know do your hair when you're going places, take a shower, don't be going out smelling like any and everything,
Right.
be
Don't go out.
very, yeah, be very cognizant about your hygiene. And the other components, dressing well, the hair, working out. Daddy, I love that. And I told him that the other day. I said, it's interesting. Oh, yeah, we played sports, but we never worked out the way that you worked out. And I said, it was good to see that within you because now that I'm older, I understand the importance of it. And now I understand why you had to take that time. And no matter, because I think it sometimes annoyed mommy that he would always be out, working out and wouldn't come home until a couple hours after work.
Right.
And I know
What's
that
your
used to
story? What's
annoy,
that?
huh?
You just write down the Vic Tannings, Bally's.
Yes, yes,
Everybody
right, right down
business.
the street. Yes, right. We could walk there if we wanted to, right? But I appreciated the fact that he was like that, because that really instilled in me the importance of working out, taking care of ourselves, etc. She also talked about believing that we have something to contribute. She shared, that we are worthy of the investment of time, effort, attention, and love, and making sure that we had that instilled within us. And just think about it. What if you didn't have that instilled within you? What would life be like? We would be
It would be pretty stinky.
what? that's
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 number
the choice
one.
word. That's the word you want to use. It would be pretty stink. It'd be messed up.
Mhm.
Honestly, I mean, you wouldn't have a very how do I want to say, the self esteem. your self-esteem, right? You wouldn't have the self-esteem to overcome. We were talking about this earlier that, our environment, we're always getting beat down every day. I mean, you just even experienced it, the amount of disrespect that you occurred while you were on your job today and yesterday, right? Yesterday into today, because you said it just kind of that particular incident that you experienced with that nursing assistant disrespecting you like that, just played into the whole evening, right? So, yeah, so it's something that, um, she said, just making sure that no matter what life throws at you, no matter what is thrown at you, you need to be able to overcome that. And so the way that you do that is really about having positive conversations with yourself, understanding
Right.
that you are worthy. And not only that you're worthy, but invest the time, invest the resources in and in improving yourself.
Mhm.
And one of the things in which she was sharing about improvement is, starting on your appearance, finding a hairstylist, makeup. I
That
don't wear
went
makeup.
on too long, her talking about that.
That you thought it was too long. That's so I'm going to tell you, I actually valued it because I don't wear makeup. I don't do nothing
And she was going
with,
into Pinterest, and I was like, what is
with
even happening right now?
but she's just educating like where you can go and you can build vision boards and get ideas and etc. And
I
so,
still gotta make my vision board.
do you do vision boards every year? Are
Taryn
you
had
just going
told
to
me
start?
to.
Huh? She told you to do one. I did one earlier this year, but I did it for the summer, when I was doing the glow up, and I was working on, I didn't do makeup in that glow up. I did skincare. So I was
Mhm.
doing things like, how do I do my skincare? How do I massage in the mornings and the different things that I do with my body. But anyway, so I actually started like buying skincare, and I'm just going to let you know right now, it ain't for me. I
Why?
am
What did
good.
he do?
I am good with just water in my moisturizer. I did not like it at all. I didn't like it. I said it dried my face out, and my face, I'm like, we're not doing that. I already got to drink like 2 gallons of water every day. I am not about to be trying to, compensate for some products that keep drying your face out. But anyways, Aja, so Aja's a girly girl, right? So I mean, she's a mix. She can kind of float both ways because she like to wear old men's sweaters. I don't know what her thing is. I was like, why do you go to Goodwill and buy old men's sweaters? Because I like the way they fit. I was like, yeah, but they're like old men. Like, why are you buying them? And she would pair them up with like leggings or a shirt skirt or something like that, right? I was like, okay, that's your style. I'm not going to question it. That's what you like,
Right.
them old man sweaters. Anyways, so she flexes on both ends. So she's a girly girl because she does fingernails, right?
Uh-huh.
And so she does makeup. And she was like, Ma, you don't have to put full makeup on. Why don't you just get you a really good lip gloss and you just need some mascara and every now and again you can put some eyeshadow on. So like I have all that on, but you see I put it on super light. You can't tell I still look super natural. And she was like, for a foundation, don't even worry about it. You don't even need it, honestly. You just need to, she said, like under my eyes or something, put some
Mhm.
concealer or something like that.
Yeah, me too, because I got that under my eyes too. It looks like it's sunken in.
I don't even know though, but I was like, haven't we always had this? I was like, isn't this a part just of our eye structure? And it's called shading? No.
Because
Anyways,
we losing
the
our
light.
fat,
Huh? We're
losing the
losing our
fat.
fat in our face. Perhaps. Yeah, that might be true too. Because I was looking in the other day in the mirror and I was like, where did these dark circles come from? I had dark circles under my eyes. But anyway, so she was talking about that, just like a little bit of makeup. And I know you're probably like, okay, I don't need all of that. But for me, I found it to be I found it to be helpful. You didn't find any of that to be helpful. No, girl, you're boring.
You
Okay.
boring.
But anyway, so that was, I appreciated that component. There was another piece that she brought up about uh you said faith, right? Present to your faith when life challenges you. She said there are blessings to be counted each day, no matter how little you think. You have to be grateful. You have to
I have to be
find,
grateful.
you have to, really. Yeah. And so I
I was
appreciated.
grateful to get the fuck out of there this morning.
Oh, my gosh. Well, I see you pressed into your faith.
I did. I
Yeah.
did.
And you were able to
You won't
leave out of
shake
there
me.
without busting a hole up in somebody, right?
Right. Giving somebody a new hole.
Oh my God.
Right.
Oh my God. Yeah, but so yeah, and the last component that I really liked, she said, that it's crucial that we never stop learning. And that
Oh
one
yeah, I
of the
like that part.
Yeah, that one of the best ways to involve ourselves in ongoing learning is to discover the magic of mentoring. So either seeking out a mentor or being a mentor um
Oh yeah.
was yeah, so I like that, and I was like, gosh, a lot of what she shared throughout the book really focused. Those particular areas stood out um within her book, really
Mhm.
resonated with me. I actually enjoyed listening to her. She was the voice of her own audiobook, and you
Mhm.
could just feel the energy behind. I was very quite shocked how the book is not super long, but how she had a lot to say on each topic. I was like, she's very verbose on, or I shouldn't say verbose, but more well knowledgeable, I should say,
Mhm.
around a lot of these topics. So it kept me interested. I was really interested in it, and probably more so because a lot of what she shared, I really, especially gosh, since 2015, 2016, maybe, I haven't really been into my image like that.
Mhm.
I haven't. I mean, what are
I
we in?
haven't I haven't been into my image since like 2018.
Yeah, I mean, it really took me starting proactive in is the way to start really focusing on, some habitual things that I do, focusing on, my money, going through all of these different components to build myself up internally. And my appearance, I was like, my appearance, I don't feel like I don't ever go out the house looking a whole hot mess. I literally go to the grocery store and I will look decent, right? Probably because it's the only place that I like to go. And but I was like, yeah, I appreciated the book because it was focusing on that external piece. And I really have not been focusing on that. So next year, I hope to play a little bit more with that external. She
Mhm.
had a section in there where she was talking about hobbies. And
Oh
are there
yeah.
are there hobbies that you have? Like, I really wish you would do lounge singing. I was like, I really wish you would get back into like singing a lot, and like perform at lounges every now and you know how they have open mics, and I was
Yeah.
like, you're in LA, like LA is a spot to do that. And no, what are your hobbies now? Do you have hobbies you like to do?
I don't manage my time right enough to have hobbies, but
Mm,
basketball would remain one because I just love
okay,
sport.
going to play.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Um, Taking care of animals, like even
I
stranded
can
ones.
I can see you doing more of that.
I like
Yeah,
that. Like I was really thinking about taking some grooming courses, learning how to be a groomer.
that would be good. You could start a little hustle with that too. That may lead you into retirement because folks
Okay.
love their.
Cause let's get the hell up out of retirement. Like I'm tired of this.
I
I
know,
told
dealing
the
with
nurse
people.
tonight, I said I need something else to do. I gotta go hurry up and go take my real estate test.
So you can hurry up and get that done. Yeah. I really, she talked a lot about hobby and picking up a hobby, and I was like, I can get back into artistry, like drawing and things of that
Oh
nature.
yeah. You
But
look
I
so good.
think, yeah, so I think I'm going to do a combination of it
Mhm.
and do my not only drawing, but remember I told you I was so into sewing.
Oh
But just
yeah.
starting, yeah, I dreamt about it last night again. I was like,
And I had some nice ass sewing machines.
did you? Where are they? Oh, in Mark. Did you sell them? Oh, never mind. Sorry. That's another topic for another day. I don't know if we'll ever talk about that type of topic. But
Your mama's a hoe.
oh, Tiffany. Oh,
Your daddy one too.
oh, Tiffany. Oh my God. You need to go to bed. You've been up too long. But yeah. So yeah, but just getting back into that, I think I think I'm going to start doing it because I bought the equipment, but we
Right.
just
And don't even use it.
yeah, I was using it. I was starting small, like learning the stitches and how to do cornering and just the basics. But
Oh, how neat.
yeah, I did. I was starting,
You
and then I
probably
got.
could learn a lot from what's his name? Amir.
I know. I want to get a little bit more knowledgeable though, just making sure I'm not going in there completely green. Because Amir's, he's at a much higher level. I don't want to be like, yeah, can you teach me how to thread the bobbin?
He
No,
ought
I
to
do.
pass the torch. How old is
Huh?
he?
Say that again.
I said he ought to pass the torch. How old is he?
Aren't we the same age? I mean, we're not all the same age.
He
Girl,
older than
Amir
us.
look good. If that's not the
He
case,
does. He told me he was 70 or something.
he is not 70.
I don't know. He told me some crazy number.
If he's 70, boy, ooh, Amir look good, girl. I ran into him at Myers the other day, and he's
He plays
still
too
full.
much.
I know, but he's still full of energy. And he has that energy still going through him. He is so fun, so fun. He's like, hey, girl, he is so fun though. I would not have if he is 70, I would not.
Why would he lie like that?
I don't think he's 70. He cannot be 70. No, you
What's
gonna
his
make me.
real name? We don't even know his government name. He made that name up. Name all made up.
It is made. It's not the. That's not his name. I don't know what his.
That's not his name.
I don't know. I don't know what his name is. Anyways, he be staying under the cut. He be staying under the. You know. It's like I don't.
They ain't got no social security number on him.
He's so funny. Oh my gosh. But anyway, so yeah, so picking up a hobby. I said in 2026, those are two things that I probably am going to do. Start focusing on number one, getting a hairstyle. I've been trying to grow my hair out. This
I
is a
got one.
mess. I, girl,
It's not just this,
I
but I grew my hair out.
see it looks healthy though. It looks really, really healthy. But for me, do you get someone to cut it?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you do? Yeah. So for me, I was like, my hair is taking forever to grow.
Look at that hang
Mm.
time.
Okay. Did a swish. Oh, so I said I'm gonna see what my hair looks like by June. If it look
That
like
hang time.
anything, huh?
Look at that
Hang
hang time.
on. Uh-uh. I see a bush tie.
Oh, I know what I wanted to send you to
What?
close out this once we done with our recording today.
What's that?
I wanted you to play. You have to do a clip, Toya, of
Uh,
um of of oh my God, what is his name? James Brown, where he's getting interviewed by the one commentator, and she like, well, what do you something something something, and he's like, if you look good, you feel good, and you do good. And she said, and you and something good. He said, and I make love good.
oh, Lord, that is TMI.
No, it's
Oh,
so Toya. You gotta put that clip somewhere in
you
this.
are so stupid.
So fun. I'm gonna send it to you.
Okay, send it to me. I'll see if I might be able to fit it in. All right. But yeah, so that was really it that I wanted to highlight within her book. Those were the particular areas. I like how she ended the book. It was, I don't know if it was at the end, but there was one quote in there. She had, it was around fear. She talked a lot about fear, but she did state, you have purpose. You're on a mission, and its outcome will be even greater than the last. She was sharing how forward is our only direction in anything that we do. Confidence and self worth fuel our flight, and fear has no power to stop you. I really like that. I thought that quote was something that's really helpful, especially as we're about to transition into season 4 of Proactive is the Way. I really don't want to, I like doing it, right? And I like doing Proactive is the Way. Is
Uh-huh.
it, is
I
it,
do too. I like making appearances. Hey
yeah,
y'all.
right, right. So, yeah, and talking to you about that, if you want to do more appearances or if want to definitely be
As long as my hair keeps
co-host on,
growing.
I, see, it's being on this show, because I'm, enlightening you and you're growing internally. And because you're growing internally, the external only has a choice to match that. It's I feel like the more beautiful you are inside, externally it will show, right? You will glow without even trying. And so that's why, I was just really, I said that I think the internal piece is good, but if you do struggle with focusing on the internal, because it does take a lot of work, it does. You got to build processes, you got to build systems to keep it together, to stay consistent, etc. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, focus on the external, and hopefully that'll give you drive to start working on some things that you need to work on that you've been putting off.
Right.
Right. Is there anything else that you wanted to share?
Not that I could think of right now.
Not that you could think of. All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us today on Proactive is the Way. Take good care. Up next, our quarterly giveaway. We have finally reached our final quarterly giveaway of the season. This program was created as a way to thank you for listening to our podcast, Proactive is the Way, and participating in the Proactive is the Way activities within the Proactive is the Way group on Facebook. In this giveaway, one has the ability to win $100 and our featured books highlighted during the quarter. And if we are unable to send the books, you have the ability to select an item from the KK Cafe collection. So, who's our winner? This quarter, our winner is Adam John Sandville. Congratulations, Adam. I will be DMing you with the details. Take good care.